There are literally millions of people online trying to make money with meme coins. Most are doing it the wrong way. Let us show you the right way to make a minimum of $10,000 a month income using meme coins. Your countdown says launch in 10 minutes. Then someone asks, who controls the treasury? Can the contract mint more tokens? And where is the liquidity going? You cannot answer with evidence. Do you keep promoting? No, you stop the countdown. That isn't a trust problem, it's a proof problem. Today, we're putting proof before promotion. We'll build a simple pre-launch proof pack. A clear set of facts, documents, and explanations that lets people assess what they're being asked to consider. Not a promise of profit, not a guarantee of safety, just a better basis for judgment. Because hype can create a short burst of attention. Proof gives a cautious person a reason to keep evaluating. That is a competitive advantage, especially when your audience has limited time and very little technical experience. Start with the wallets. List the creator wallet, treasury wallet, team or operations wallets, and any wallet used for promotion or market making. Use the public addresses, not labels like founder wallet. Then explain what each one is meant to do. And here's the trap. A public address is visible. That does not automatically tell you who controls it. So a block explorer solves the trust problem? No. It solves one part of the visibility problem. You may verify balances and transactions on-chain, but control may require a published policy, a multi-signature arrangement, or other credible evidence. Separate fact from reassurance. Fact. This address holds a stated amount. Claim. This address will never sell. The fact may be checked on-chain. The claim needs supporting evidence. And even then, it cannot remove every risk. Now look at concentration. If a small number of wallets control a large share of the supply, that matters, even if the people behind those wallets sound trustworthy. Ask what could happen if they sell, move funds, or change their plans. Proof before promotion. Next comes the contract. Can new tokens be minted? Can transfers be paused? Can fees change? Is there an owner or administrator with special permissions? Who controls those permissions and under what conditions? A listener might ask, the contract is verified. So isn't that enough? Verification can make source code available. It does not mean the code is harmless, fairly designed, or independently reviewed. If you do not understand the answer, say so. Request an independent contract review from someone qualified and publish the report or its meaningful findings. Confidence is not evidence, and a green-looking interface is not a safety certificate. Liquidity needs the same honesty. State how much is intended, where it will be placed, who controls it, and what arrangements are in place for its duration. If you say it is locked, provide the relevant link and explain the lock terms in ordinary language. Imagine the team says liquidity secured, but the evidence link is missing. Do you promote anyway? No. You document the gap, ask for the terms, and pause until the claim can be checked. Promotion cannot repair missing evidence. Then make the allocation visible. Show the total supply and the percentage for the team, treasury, community incentives, liquidity, promotion, and every other category that matters. Here's an illustration, not a recommended formula. Imagine a table showing 10% team, 15% treasury, 5% promotion, 20% liquidity, and 50% community distribution. The point is not that those figures are automatically good. The point is that every percentage has a purpose, an owner, and an explanation. For team holdings, state who receives them and whether vesting applies. For promotional funds, explain who can spend them and how that spending will be disclosed. If a promoter, advisor, or launch partner receives tokens or funding, say so plainly. Does a disclosed conflict automatically make an arrangement wrong? No. But hiding it makes the message harder to judge. Transparency gives people the context they need to weigh what they're hearing. For every allocation, add one sentence. What could a reasonable person worry about here? That question turns a polished table into a useful decision tool. Now give yourself a real pause test. A key wallet cannot be identified. Pause. Powerful contract permissions have no clear explanation. Pause. Liquidity terms have no evidence. Pause. Allocation figures keep changing. Pause. And if someone says urgency means you must skip independent review, pause even harder. A pause is not failure, it is quality control. You may revise the plan, delay the launch, or decide not to proceed. That is responsible judgment, not lost momentum. What if the founder says, "Trust me, I won't sell"? Record that as a statement, not as proof. What if the answer is buried in technical jargon? Ask for a plain English explanation. What if an important document is promised later? Mark it unresolved now. You do not need to become a blockchain investigator overnight. Use a worksheet with 5 columns. The question, the evidence, the date checked, the person who reviewed it, and any unresolved concern. Then ask precise questions, not, does this look good? Ask, who can mint? What evidence supports the liquidity arrangement? What happens if the administrator changes transfer rules? Precise questions produce useful answers. If you're thinking, I understand the questions, but I wouldn't know how to document the answers, that's the gap a done with you process is designed to address. With SendIt, our approach is to co-pilot the operational steps and teach the software in plain English. But let me be clear. Guided support is not a guarantee of income, market performance, safety, or a successful token. You still need to review the evidence, understand the risks, and seek independent professional advice where appropriate. Before you spend on promotion or request launch support, your pack should answer 6 questions. Which wallets matter? How is supply allocated? What can the contract do? How is liquidity arranged? Which promises have evidence? And what risks remain? If an answer is unclear, label it unresolved. Do not decorate the gap with hype. Markets remain volatile. Projects can fail and people can lose money, even when information is presented openly. Transparency reduces avoidable uncertainty. It cannot guarantee value or remove every risk. So write out your proof pack today. Check the wallets, allocation, contract permissions, liquidity, vesting terms, conflicts, and remaining risks. Use it as a genuine go or no-go gate before promotion. The sooner you're prepared, the sooner you can decide whether this launch deserves to happen. If you want guided, educational help with the process, explore the SendIt system and judge whether it fits your needs. Don't follow the pack. Learn the right way to profit responsibly, carefully, and with your eyes open. To live like a millionaire, you first must think like a millionaire. And that starts with thinking clearly before you ask anyone else to commit. Start making serious money today deploying meme coins using our free SendIt Alpha tool. You'll soon be generating well over $10,000 a month.